It's a little cooler here in Nashville. Hopefully, it is not too cold where you are listening in from. We appreciate you listening. Hopefully, you enjoyed that loud, trashy noise with DJ Nick. Always a good show. I do enjoy the tunes that he gives, and then I like to ask him questions, and he always obliges and gives me the back story on everything, and I love it. Love it. Um, Hopefully you enjoy it as well. He gives a really good show. Different kind of music. One of the things I love about our station, right? Different kind of music, different kind of feel. Today we are talking about sorry, relationships as always is what we're talking about today, but um, especially in reference to whether or not we should probably like move on from someone in terms of they say they want to be with us, but it's just not a good time. Stuff like, oh, it's not a good time. They have to figure things out. And yet they don't want you to be with anybody else. So are we together or we're not together? That's what we're talking about today, because it seems like it's kind of unfair. Like, you want your cake and eat it too, which, I know people are like, well, of course you want your cake and eat it too. But, that saying basically means like, you want your cake, you want to eat it, and you want it to stay the way that it is. So you don't want it to get messed up. And so, yeah, that's what we're talking about today. Like, the individual who is like, hey, I want to be together when things are right. But as of for right now, I got some stuff going on. Because it makes you wonder, like, okay, well, then I should be able to pursue other people, but they don't want you to pursue other people. They just want you to, just hold on a little while longer while they get themselves together. So that's what we're talking about today. That is what we're talking about today. Are we together or not? And if we're going to be together, let's be together. So, anyway, let me know what you think, if you've experienced this, if you have any thoughts in reference to this. If you're one of these people, let me know. You listen to Dear Jelly on the X. How y'all doing? How y'all doing? Happy Sunday. Shannon! That's a beautiful soul. Hey, Shannon. How are you? I see y'all on YouTube. Hey, hey, hey. Happy Sunday. on the air a little later today. Sorry about that, guys. I teaching a class. How's everybody doing? How's everybody doing? We are discussing. Oh, let me let the next song play. Play. I think this is a clean song. Man, it's getting cold here in Nashville. How are y'all handling it? What is the weather where you are? Like an old person talking about weather, baby. All right, so all right, let's get into this. So, shout out to y'all for tuning in. I appreciate everybody that's here. Hey. We are talking about those people who it's like, I'm entertaining you so much, but not enough to be considered a full relationship because I got things going on, challenges and whatnot. It's a lot of that. Men and women are doing it. I don't want you to be with nobody else, though, or entertain anybody else who's ready for a relationship, though. That's what we're discussing. It's not really fair to the other person. It's like putting somebody on layaway is what it feels like, right? You're listening to WXNALP Nashville 101.5 FM. Hey, hey, hey. This is Dear Jelly with DJ Jelly, and I'm so excited to be here with you on a Sunday evening. So, tracking back, first we had Kitty with Say Cheese, followed by Mr. Drew with S3K3 featuring Medi-Cal. And so, before we get into that, I do want to share with you guys about Insight Counseling. Insight Counseling Center is a nonprofit organization that exists to restore lives to wholeness, mentally, emotionally, and spiritually by providing compassionate mental health counseling services to individuals, couples, and families across Middle Tennessee. Committed to affordability, Insight offers professionally licensed psychotherapy on an income-based scale. More information is available at insightcounselingcenters.org. If you're just logging on, we were talking about people who like they're not committing to you, but they don't want you to be with anybody else. It doesn't seem fair. What are your thoughts on it? Like they say they're trying to figure things out, but they definitely want you to stay committed. And so how are you dealing with that? How that's what we're talking about today on the X. Let me know what you think. This is Dear Jelly on the X. I thought I had a call. All right. Is it not on the air? Sorry, my lights are not on. 1 second. WXNA? You said what? Yeah. Yes. You have a song for me to. Yes. What's the song? After Midnight, Shaka Khan. All right. I'll try to get that up next. Yes, sir. All right. All right. In situations like these, it's important that people take responsibility for what they. Oh, that's good. For what they allow to happen. That is true. Hey, how are you doing, beautiful? Hey, Tia. That's true. So then I guess the good question. That's true. We allow that. So it's like, is it you want that person so bad that you don't want to? You're listening to WXNA LP Nashville 101.5 FM. Tracking back, that was Magiques featuring Ira Star with Love Don't Cost a Thing. And speaking of Love Don't Cost a Thing, it doesn't cost anything to be open and honest and really share where you are and whether or not you're in a position to where you can give somebody what it is they really want, right? So we're talking about young lady mentioned that she has, two gentlemen that really she loves them, can see herself with them, and it's like, sorry, I had a conversation with this person. So she loves them. She can see herself with them, either one, and they both are saying that they're in a position where they're trying to work on their business, focus on their business, get things off the ground. They're just not in a good place for a relationship, but they don't want her to be with anybody else. And it's a hard place. I definitely want to be empathetic and not act like like I don't understand. But at the same time, I do want us to converse and to, I guess, kind of take it apart and realize, like, what is it? What is it that makes them say, I don't want you to be with anybody else. I just kind of want you to wait. Like, why should they wait on you? I don't see this song. Sorry, I had somebody that called in and requested a song, and it is not coming up. Why should they wait on you? Oh, at midnight, Chaka Khan. At midnight. Like, why should they wait on you? Why are you waiting on said people? Is there a timeline that we give people who say that they want a relationship at a later time once they've solved everything else? What is really going to be that different pursuing a relationship now opposed to when they, quote unquote, have everything together? What is truly going to be that different? Shannon says, in situations like these, it's important that people take responsibility for what they allow to happen. I'm 100% in agreement with this. I mean, and that's not downing anybody. That's not, of course we always want to encourage. That is actually being encouraging, because it's saying, like, we need to take responsibility for what we allow. Like, if we are not okay with this, we are allowing these people to do these things. we need to put ourselves first. Putting yourself first says it's okay to say, hey, this is where I am. This is what I need. If you are needing, and I'm not talking about you being needy or being clingy or anything like that, but if you know that you are ready for a serious relationship and these people are telling you to wait until they figure out all these different things, do you give them a timeline? Like, why are you waiting? And who's to say that they're ever going to be in a quote unquote position to truly dive in and be in the type of relationship you're looking for? Are they even capable? Just having a conversation, just wondering, what are your thoughts on that? I mean, if he or she is asking you to wait and not be with anybody else, why are they asking you to wait and not be with anybody else? Are they even able to say when they'll be ready? And if they are quote unquote ready for that relationship, how invested are they going to be in that relationship? Hey Keisha, how you doing? How invested are they going to be in that relationship? Because in all honesty, like what's really going to be different? Let's say I'm thinking once they get their businesses to where they want it to be or whatever they're working on, are they not going to be busier? Are they not going to have more on their plate? Will they have less on their plate once they get to said position to where they feel like they can be in a relationship? Or is that just cap what the kids say capping? Are they capping? Is it cap? Are you maybe holding out for somebody else? What is the difference going to be? Someone once told me that when someone really wants you, even if you're like good friends, whatever else, they'll risk it all to be with you. So are they holding you in like for layaway for when they feel like they want to be in a relationship with you? Or are they genuinely just trying to get some things together? And what are the things they have to get together to where it's like, you need to wait for me? Let's be clear. If he or she is living in a car, then yeah, they probably don't need to be, they got a housing situation, like, they probably don't need to be dating. If he or she is unemployed and is looking for you to sponsor their life, yeah, they're probably not, but those are like situations that are, not every day. What is it? What is it that they are doing that they have to put you on quote unquote hold before you can be in a relationship, before they can be in a full relationship? And it's kind of, and I'm just going to repeat what Shannon said because it definitely, I was like, ooh, that's good. When she said in situations like these, it's important that people take responsibility for what they allow to happen. Why are you allowing someone to put you on the sideline? Why are we allowing that? And in all honesty, we can't even really guarantee, like, what type of guarantee are they giving you that once, quote unquote, is taken care of, quote unquote, is done, then they'll be ready. Ready how? Ready to do what? Just having a conversation. We're just having a conversation. And so let me know what you think. Shout out to people who are tuned in live on TGI Jelly on Facebook as well as TGI Jelly on YouTube. We see you. We love you. We thank you for being here. Let's talk about it though. Like what? Ready to do what? What are they going to be ready for? That's what we're talking about today, Dear Jelly. You listen, Dear Jelly on the X. Hey, Jenna. Oh, I feel like I'm yelling. Sorry, that was kind of loud in my ears. I apologize. Hey, Jenna. Hey, Keisha. This man always calls and requests songs from the 70s and early 80s. Live songs. Shannon, thank you. That was really sweet. That was really sweet. Thank you. Okay, what's the quote when people tell you who they are? WXNA. It's the only one I can find that had Shaka Khan. You're welcome. They are. Yes, sir. All right. Bye. He was calling to say thank you for playing his songs. Um, okay, what's the quote? When people tell you who they are, believe them. Sounds like they're saying they're not currently relationship material. That's true. So are they not? Are they? I gotta turn this on in my ear. Sorry, y'all. Gosh, Shaka is loud in my ear. Are they saying they're not relationship material? Or are they saying they don't really know that they want to be with you? That's what I'm thinking. You're listening to WXNA LP Nashville 101.5 FM, live streaming on WXNAFM.org. And you're listening to Dear Jelly, tracking back. That was Shaka Khan at Midnight. My Love Will Lift You Up from the Homecoming 2020 release. And speaking of love, lifting you up, shout out to everybody that is tuned in. Appreciate you. Couldn't do this without you. Wouldn't want to do this without you. If you're just tuning in, we are having a conversation about people who say, like, they want to be in a relationship with you, that you're great, they see all the things that you have to offer, but they're just not in a good place right now to be in a in a committed relationship because they're working on things and they're getting themselves together. And it's like, what do you do with that type of situation? Because you want to be with them. Like I said, young lady, she wants to be with this person, loves them. It's like two people that basically said the same thing. She's been through it before. Wants to be with that person, loves them. And I guess it's kind of waiting to see if they're going to come around. But come around to do what? How, if you know that you are not ready to be in a relationship right now, why are you entertaining people? Because let's be clear. They're down for nocturnal activities. They're down for that. And I'm just like, no, if you don't want a relationship, then you don't want a relationship with my body either. Okay? I'm just saying. Either we together or we not. You don't get the benefits of what together brings, in my opinion. I don't know. One thing I do know is there once was a time when radio was run by real live DJs with unique personalities and shows that reflected their community. Now there's automation across the dial. But here at WXNA, we do it the old-fashioned way, by the community, for the community, and it only survives with your support. Go to WXNAFM.org and donate or become a member today. Tia says, what's the quote? When people tell you who they are, believe them. Sounds like they are saying they are not currently relationship material. I think so. Or I kind of feel like they're saying, like, you're great, but not really what I want to risk it all for. And if that's the case, they ain't for you. That's a different kind of love. Be friends, just not friends with benefits. Tia says, life is too short to put yourself on pause for folks. It's one thing if you're living life and then you meet again and things align. Ooh, that's called serendipity. But just waiting, hoping they choose you when they have their come up, There's no guarantee they would choose you once they arrive. I'm telling you, I actually had a friend say that to me one time. I was entertaining a gentleman and introduced him to some people, some friends, and my friend pulled me to the side and she was like, "Yeah, like he's serious. He's not ready for a relationship. However, when he is ready for a relationship, it won't be with you." And they were right. When he is ready, it was not with me. I was not who they chose. They just still wanted you by their side and to, support them. But no, I was not who was chosen. Shannon says whether they're not relationship material or they don't know if they want to be with you, the outcome should be the same. Move on. Life is too short. Life is too short. Especially now that we out here in these corona streets. Listen, life is too short. Lakeisha says, I think that some people, it's honesty. And for others, they're playing games. I say follow your heart and do what you want. Sometimes fostering the friendship can create something amazing, and it doesn't need to be a friends with benefits type of thing. Is it honesty though? Is it honesty or is it? If they saying they home, like I don't have a place to live right now, so right now I probably should not be dating. I feel like that's honesty. I'm unemployed, living in my mama's basement. I'm on drugs. I feel like that's honesty. But like I'm trying to get myself together. There are so many people that build businesses and build different things with other people or while in a relationship. I don't see how. I'm trying to use my words. I feel like it's settling. I feel like it's settling if you're waiting for said person to do A, B, C, D, and E, because I feel like there's always going to be something that we're all working on. I feel like there's always something that we're always working on, especially if we are entrepreneurs. There's always something we could be working on and building on, is what I feel like. So my question is, when does it end? Is there an end point? Is there a goal, a set goal that they've put aside and said, this is when I'm going to be ready? And how can they guarantee that they're going to be ready once ABC is done? How can we guarantee? Because we don't know what will come with ABCD being accomplished. Shannon says, I also believe that if you have to convince someone to be with you, then you're setting yourself up for disappointment. Keisha says, yes, if they're saying how they feel about you, but are saying they're not in a space to give you what you want in a relationship. Okay, if they're saying this is how they feel, they're saying this is how they feel about you, but are saying they're not in a space to give you what you want in a relationship. If they're saying they're not in a space to give you give you what you want in a relationship, then I say move on. I say move on. Because there is someone who is in a better space, but you're not in a position to receive them because you're holding place for someone who's not in a space. So let he and she be in a space by themselves and whatever else they're dealing with. Because I just feel like, as someone who has been told something like that before, funny thing how they end up meeting someone else and all of a sudden they had space. All of a sudden they were in a better space to give that person exactly more than what I was asking for. Which is why I'm saying, like, when people, they do what they want to do for who they want to do it for. Who they deemed, I don't want to say worthy of this, but who they deem they want to do it with. Because it's not a worthy thing. Honesty is telling someone that you're not ready for a relationship, but narcissism is them expecting you to not talk to other people. Ooh, y'all are. Yeah. That is so true. That is so true. And I think that also comes to knowing the person, knowing yourself. I'm gonna take a quick music break. Y'all are going in today, and it's real. It's real. It is real what is being said. Keisha says, I'm not saying to wait around for it to happen because the reality is that it may happen, but not with you. That's what happened to me. But I would appreciate the honesty of them saying they're not in a space for a healthy relationship with you. I would appreciate you just being honest and saying, sorry, I almost cursed on the air. I would appreciate you just being honest and saying, I can't be, I mean, I'm just, this ain't it. I'm not him. You not her. I feel like sometimes when they say I'm not in a space, I feel like that's just a nice way of rejecting you and saying I'm not really that into you in that way. In all honesty, I think that's what that really is saying. It's just a nice way of saying, you know what I'm saying? Like, nah, you're not what I really what I'm looking for. And I might be wrong. We're just having a conversation, but I feel like that's what they're saying. Because I was told many years ago, by, an old uncle of mine, no, a man knows what he wants and he's going to put anything he, up to the side to get that thing, make it happen. It is what he wants. If you want what he wants, he's going to move that, make space in that space and get in a better space to make it happen. But for a healthy relationship, yeah, he don't need to be with nobody. She don't need to be with nobody. That's just my thoughts, y'all. It's just my thoughts. Tia says that part, you make time for what you want. You do, you make time for what you want. And like I said, if there's, I'm not in a healthy space right now to give you what you want, but to give me what I want. But what do you want? What do you want? Do we want the same thing? Does what we want align with each other? Just asking. How well do you know them? How well do they know you? If they know you super well, then it shouldn't be that hard, to be fully honest and be like, I'm just not really into you like that. You're amazing. I love you. I can see what you bring to the table. I just don't want you at my table. Or maybe that's harsh. I don't know. Help me out, y'all. You listen, Dear Jelly on the X. I used to be obsessed with this song. That called in. He was like, I haven't dated since the 70s. And maybe every other place, baby. He was like, I haven't dated since the 70s. So that's a tricky situation. Oh no. Oh no. And I don't even know you that well. What's Keisha saying? Definitely think it's a case by case. I don't think it's case by cases. But hold on, I can't even think. I think we make it case by case because we want, because of what we want. I really want to take you on a day and want to spend the weekend. But I don't really know you that well. And maybe every other place, baby. It's a case by case situation. Everybody wouldn't be waiting around for it to happen if they're expecting anything. If I, oh no. Well, I don't really know you that well. I mean, I have, if I, oh no. But I don't even know you that well. I feel like be my boyfriend, be my boyfriend. I feel like I need to finish letting this song play out so I can make sense. But I don't really know you that well. Do this life with you. Um, but I don't really know you that well. I'm gonna come back to this. Ah, but I don't really know you that well. I really want to tell you on the face. Maybe if you ever please, baby. Ah, it's a hard one. If I, that's a hard one because, and I don't really know you that well. If you don't clink me down, get out the way. Yes, Nora. Yes, Nora. He and she know what they want. Because if it's not, I mean, yeah, I know I'm sounding very squirrel right now. I forgot how much I love that song. That was a bop. You're listening to WXNALP Nashville 101.5 FM, live streaming on WXNAFM.org. Tracking back, that was Ladipo featuring Simi with Know You from the Know You single released in 2020. If you're just tuning in, hey, it's Dear Jelly with DJ Jelly. How are you? Happy Sunday, happy Sunday. I'm really appreciative. You could be anywhere else today, and yet you're here with me. And I'm so glad about it. Shout out to those in the live chat. Really knowledgeable, awesome. It's all ladies tonight, and the ladies are giving it to us. If you're just tuning in, we're having a conversation. A young lady shared how she has a gentleman that she does have strong feelings for, but basically is where and it's more than one gentleman that she's experiences with, but basically he's saying that he's just not in a good space right now to where he can pursue a relationship with her, give her what she wants per se, which is a relationship, which makes you wonder what does he want. But I digress. But he doesn't want her to be with anybody else though, and to me that's like putting somebody on layaway or trying to decide if you want to be with that person because I'm not in a good place right now. And I just feel like you should let him know, like, yeah, no, this is not what I want, because I know that said gentleman will still be open to sleeping with her if that's what she wants. Because yes, she's an amazing woman. However, not a full committed relationship because they got stuff they got going on. And so then my thoughts and questions have been like, okay, but how long is there a set time? And how will they know that they're truly ready to be with her? Or are they just trying to figure out if they want to be with her? Or he or she definitely. Keisha says, definitely think it's a case by case situation. However, I wouldn't be waiting around for it to happen. And if they are expecting anything more than a genuine friendship, is a clear sign of what it really is. I agree. I think it is a friendship. I honestly, I'm begging y'all, please do not make it a friendship with benefits. I know sometimes people feel like they want a safe place to get an itch scratched, but when scratching said itch, you may open up a new itch, a new need that you didn't realize you could have had before. Just don't open those doors. And if those doors happen open, shut them down, burn them. I don't know what you need to do, but it's just not healthy. I feel like if he's into you, he will let you know. If she's into you, she will let you know. And if that is the case in terms of like, oh, they really want to be with us, but they're not ready. So help me understand why there are so many people who are not in a position where you're like, you should not be dating anybody. And yet they pursue people heavy. So I need to tell them they're not in a good space, but yet they're still pursuing you heavy. So if they can pursue you heavy, knowing that they have no business dating, then he or she that knows you well and claims they have these strong feelings for you should be in a better place to understand that they're not what you need in terms of even discussing a relationship. I feel like if they want to be with you, they will make it happen. But that is just my thoughts on the situation. I do want to share with you all about TN State Parks. Tennessee State Parks Conservancy is a nonprofit that works in partnership with the Tennessee Department of Environment and Conservation to raise funds for educational programs, health initiatives, and special park projects that preserve, protect, and enhance the 56 state parks across Tennessee. Program details and more at tnstateparksconservancy.org. Nora says, if you don't clink me down, get out of the way and let someone else court me properly. I'm not waiting on anyone. And even in reference on waiting, let's be honest with yourself. If this person is giving you friendship and you know that you want love, and y'all know I am the romance chick flick connoisseur, but we're not holding a friendship card in hopes that you turn it around into something else. Not doing it. That's not fair. That's not fair to ourselves. If friendship is what has been given on a consistent basis, baby, that's your friend. It's your friend. That's just what I think. Nora says, you know what you want and you don't let what you want go. Exactly. Exactly. And for them to say something like, I can't give you what you want, I want to know what they want. What do they want? Do they want the same thing? And if they're saying, I can't give you what you want, I feel like they're saying, what you want is me. And now you know what I want. That's just what I think. I digress. I don't really digress because we're still talking about it, but I'm just saying. Tia says, if you tell me you don't want a relationship with me, you are no longer on the table as a mate. The likelihood of an imbalanced relationship is greater. Why pursue a relationship that is one-sided? Yes, 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 I agree. Nora says, how selfish is that to tell someone to wait when you aren't capable of giving that person what they need? How selfish is that to tell someone to wait when you aren't capable of giving that person what they need? I agree. Shannon says, no one can put you on layaway if you don't agree to it. If I go to Macy's and pick out a beautiful dress and then go to ask to put it on layaway, I will get rejected because that is not in their policy. Ooh. They want it to be available for other potential buyers. We should govern ourselves with that same policy. No layaways, bruh. Whoa, I didn't know that. That is bananas. Well, I think the consensus pretty much is, are we together or nah? And he said he not in a good place. And we not together. We not nothing. I mean, take the friendship for what it is. Be comfortable with that. Oh, I'm just saying we deserve to have someone that we deserve to entertain someone that is available to entertain us on the same level, that is seeking the same thing, that sees you for what you are and who you are, and understands that you are a catch and worthy. Well, I hate the word worthy, but you are a catch and that they should pursue you. Or hey, someone who's honest enough to say, yeah, this ain't it. Ooh, Nora said it much better than I did. Facts. Be available for someone who is certain about you. Certain. No question. Know that he know. I got somebody. I don't want to tell my business. So I got somebody. There's a gentleman now who is certain that we are supposed to be together. And yet, how you going to be 10 toes down and you know nothing about me and have never inquired even in conversation? As to nothing. No questions. We don't know each other at all, but you are certain that we are supposed to be together. And yet you have not even taken an interest in asking me, a favor, anything, a color, a food. What do you even like? Nothing. You just know what you like on the outside and claim it, quote unquote, looks delicious. We supposed to be together. And is very adamant about that. If that gentleman can be that adamant than someone who knows you, someone who can say that they have feelings for you, can be 10 toes down certain that you are what they want and you can want the same thing. That's just my thoughts. Just saying. I like the word certain. Shout out to Nora. Certain. I'm just saying. Let me play this oldie. It's not an oldie, but it's one of my favorites, and we haven't done it in a long time. Probably like 2 weeks. For better or for worse. Oh, well, I mean, we're not just going to go straight to marriage, but I'm just saying. They know that they know without a shadow of a doubt that you are what they want. They know that they know without a shadow of a doubt that they're not in a place where they can give you what you want. Do we want the same thing? What do I want? What do you want? Let's have that honest conversation. Y'all have blessed me today. Nope, I'm going to play because I love it. All right, y'all. For better or for worse, we want somebody for better or for worse. They know that they are certain about you. You deserve that. You deserve to entertain someone who is certain about you. Listen, Dear Jelly on the X. It's your beauty and the booty. Girl, that fool said. I hope you're not watching. It's more. I think it's more the booty than the beauty. If I can be honest. I'm like, you have not asked anything. Oh, I thought I was on the air for a second. You know nothing. What's my last name? Nathan. You know Nathan. But you're going to tell me we supposed to be together. We supposed to be married. I ain't say no name, so I take that back. I don't care if you're watching. I ain't say your name. How did I say? If he's certain about you, better he ain't certain. That man is. That ain't it. I'm being honest, and I told you, you not it. You're not it. You are not it. You are not it. I appreciate y'all. You have brought so much value to the show tonight. I love y'all. This was good. Y'all dropped some gems. You are cracking me up, Tia. I is ready. He said he ready. Yes. I take for you. For better or for worse. No, Nora. Nope. I have not. It's your beauty and the beauty. No, I have not, Nora. If he's certain about you, you better be watching. Girl. Nope, Nora. I have not. Murder, she wrote. My heart she owns. Nobody knows. No, absolutely not, Nora. If you know somebody, let me know. Trying to be open. I'm ready for better or for worse. I did for you for better or for worse. I appreciate y'all. I'm getting ready to. I don't know if Juan is coming or not. You're tuned in to WXNA-LP Nashville 101.5 FM, live streaming on WXNAFM.org. Tracking back, that was Kitty with For Better, For Worse from the Sugar release, in 2019 Sugar release. And I definitely want to thank everybody for tuning in. Thank you so much to everybody that added so much value to today's show. Wouldn't want to do this without you. Couldn't do this without you. Definitely appreciate all of you. And hopefully the young lady that I was sharing. Hopefully you do feel seen, validated, and understand that everybody just wants you to be loved, appreciated, and snatched up the way you deserve to be. Love you guys. Appreciate you. Wishing everybody an awesome week. I'm looking forward to seeing you here next week, same time, same place. And as always, if you have something you want to talk about, share, and help us to maybe help you think through, hit me up on all social medias at TGI Jelly, and we'll be happy to discuss. All right, y'all. Have a great one. Have a great week. Have a great night. And I'll be talking to you again soon. Take care. Ooh, take care. Take care. All right, y'all. Love y'all. See y'all next week.